Good Monday evening, everybody. David Paul here in the KHOU 11 Weather Center on what has been a stormy Monday afternoon and evening. This is a live look from Hobby Airport. Now, it's as of 6:25, they still had a ground stop in place. That looks like it'll be lifted pretty soon as the storm that caused that has moved through. But it's an indication of not only what's happening tonight, but also what's to come. Now, for the rest of this evening, for the moment, we have a weather impact alert in effect till 9 o'clock. We might be able to kind of pare that back because storms should begin to weaken over the next hour or two, but we'll monitor it carefully. Still have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings out there right now. Regardless of that, this evening, tomorrow will be another weather impact alert day as another round of severe storms is expected to roll in. Here's the way it looks across southeast Texas and Houston right now. Now, all the counties that are lit up in yellow, Montgomery County, Harris County, Galveston County, down to Brazoria County, and then west, including all our counties to the west and north and southwest, are yellow. That's a severe thunderstorm watch. That's in effect till 8 o'clock. And indeed, we are seeing a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings right now. That one in North Harris County near Tomball's active right now. And then this one is just scooted by the Brenham area, headed up towards Somerville. We'll take a look at that. Thunderstorm strong winds heading toward Livingston right now, so expect some rain and thunder and gusty wind, Livingston. This strong storm has finally passed through the Liberty area. That should exit the area fairly quickly as it heads into the Piney Woods. More rain offshore is heading towards southwest Louisiana. I see a couple of new showers coming up 288. We'll watch and see if those can strengthen, but you're getting wet up and down the 288 corridor in Brazoria County, but it's not severe. Still some more strong thunderstorms trying to blossom out here west of Brenham, west of Columbus. We're keeping an eye on all of that as well. Here's the severe thunderstorm warning in effect for this cell. This is just to the north and east of Somerville, just north of Schofield. This one checking for hail. Yeah, very small hail now, down to pea size, if at all. Earlier, that storm produced nickel to quarter size hail. That's moving north at about 35. We go into this storm now hitting the Tomball area. As it came north of Hockley, it was producing golf ball sized hail. However, as it moved into Tomball, the echoes we're getting back now on radar suggest it's weakening rapidly in the Tomball area, still producing some hail, but not as bad as it was. Looking at it right now, you see the little bit of the lighter gray, so that matches with marble size hail possible with this storm in the Tomball area. But again, as it came in from the west, it was producing quarter to golf ball size hail. Significant threat to your car and to your person as well. That can do injury to you. That's moving east at about 30 miles an hour. Storm track on that one, you know, if it holds together, and it is going through a weakening phase, will it completely wash out as it moves east? Not sure, but we'll keep an eye on that. Still a warned storm. Spring, it reaches you by 6:46, Kingwood by 7:06, and Atascocita, if it holds together, it reaches you guys by 7:17. There's Lake Houston, Atascocita area right in here. So this one's going to move north of the immediate downtown area. Here's the storm that earlier caused the ground stop at Hobby Airport as it rolled through. Now it's raced across Liberty County and is exiting Liberty pretty quickly. It'll be exiting Liberty County into Baston and Bragg with rain and thunder over the next 30 minutes as it moves east. Here's that strong thunderstorm I pointed out a little bit ago. This one coming between Shepherd and Livingston, about to cross the 59-69 corridor. So this is going to bring rain and thunder and maybe some pea-sized hail as it moves across 59 and then east into Polk and San Jacinto County, San Jacinto and Polk County eventually. So once again, there's the big picture. Severe storm up there near Tomball, storms Livingston to Liberty, rain across Montgomery County lifting north of the Woodlands, severe thunderstorm near Somerville, and then watching more development out west. But as we go through the next couple of hours, a couple of things are going to happen. First of all, a lot of the energy is being wrung out by these storms, and we're losing the heat of the day as well. Models don't completely erase the rain by the time we get to 8:30 tonight, but they do weaken it. We'll keep a chance for rain and thunder in there as we head toward 11 o'clock, but a lot of this is going to be just light to moderate rain by the time we get into 11 o'clock. I don't think we're going to see anything severe firing up this evening. So weather impact alert in effect for now, and we'll pare that back as we go into the evening and actually see these storms beginning to settle down. Next 3 days. So tomorrow we're doing this all over again. Severe weather threat tomorrow with all forms of severe weather in play. And then Wednesday we've highlighted in red because of a heavy rain threat. And if we get that on top of the rain we've already had today and tomorrow, we could see more widespread street flooding. It could be quite a bit of street flooding if we get the rain the models are suggesting we could get on Wednesday. I'll show you all of that here as we move along. Things improve by Thursday, by the way. So Thursday is when we'll settle things down. Weather impact alert in effect for tomorrow. It starts mid-morning, lasts through late afternoon and early evening. Straight line wind damage, large hail, an isolated tornado not out of the question, and heavy rain. And you know, we've had so much rain today, ground is getting saturated in some places, so the threat for street ponding and street flooding becomes much more likely as we get into tomorrow's storms and then again on Wednesday's storms. Now, as far as the severe threat, all of Houston, Southeast Texas in a 2 out of a 5-tiered threat level from the Storm Prediction Center. When they put in the hash marked area, it means there's an enhanced hail threat. With that, we've seen that today in the severe storms with up to ping pong ball or say golf ball sized hail in several of these storms near Brenham and also in Northwest Harris County earlier this evening. So we'll have that threat again tomorrow. So if you can park your car under cover tomorrow, whether you're going to work or school or at home, best if you can do that to protect from hail damage or whatever else you don't want to get hit by hailstones tomorrow. As far as the flood risk, it's a little higher tomorrow with a 2 out of 4 tiered threat on across Houston tomorrow, and then a moderate 3 out of a 4 tiered threat level from the Storm Prediction Center for our north and east areas, Conroe to Huntsville to Livingston. So we have that going on tomorrow as well. Let's take a look at future track for Tuesday. In the morning, we may start relatively quiet, and then by the time we get to late morning and lunchtime, this is by noon, we've got this batch of thunderstorms coming in from central Texas. This is our next pulse of energy coming in, which will interact with the surface boundary and bring rain and thunder. And this is the severe threat tomorrow. Races across the area and into the heart of southeast Texas between noon and 3:30 in the afternoon. Heavy rain, thunder, maybe some severe thunderstorm warnings as well. Again, large hail and the more intense thunderstorms I think is the greatest threat. That's 3:30 tomorrow afternoon. Then we'll go into the evening, and that should be progressive enough to push off the coast and into Louisiana as we head into Tuesday evening, 7, 8 o'clock. So things do settle down Tuesday evening. How about rain totals? So now through the end of Tuesday, 11 o'clock Tuesday, many spots expected to see 1, 2, 3, 4 inches of rain. We've seen that in some spots today alone, 1 to 2 in many spots. Now, we get that rain on top of what may come on Wednesday, and that would really enhance the flash flooding threat. Now, flood watch will go into effect tomorrow for our northern counties and then areas to the east of the Houston area. However, I would not be surprised if that gets expanded to cover Harris County as well, because the latest run of some of the high-res models are doing this on Wednesday morning. Surface boundary interacting with a slug of upper-level energy, pushing across together, and those two could hook up to give very heavy rain the first part of Wednesday. If this verifies, on top of all the rain we've had, we could see widespread street flooding, street ponding, and maybe more, maybe some bayou reactions as well. So this is something we're watching carefully to see if it verifies. Not all models are giving us this much rain Wednesday morning, but I wanted to show you the possibility. This is a rapid refresh if those of you playing along at home. We'll see if it continues this trend or if it backs off on it, but it's something we need to be aware of. As you know, flooding is one of the greatest severe weather threats that we face here in Houston, being so close to the Gulf and these disturbances in springtime, and we can get torrential rain that causes these problems. So we look at Tuesday. I think we'll start with a 20% rain chance, quickly ramp to a 70% rain chance by noon, and then an 80% chance for rain and thunderstorms as we head into the 4 o'clock hour, and all of that will come under a weather impact alert tomorrow. Download the app and turn on notifications, so whatever you're out and about, whatever you're doing, if you get a warning where you are, you will get the alert and you'll know what's going on. And if we do get a tornado warning, you can just watch us live on the app on KHOU 11 Plus on your phone. Here's the extended then. So tomorrow is a weather impact alert. Wednesday, we've highlighted in red because I think the heavy rain threat is there. So we're watching for that possibility. And then things improve rapidly. Thursday, clearing. That can't come fast enough. Friday, 63-80, a beautiful day. And again, this coming weekend is going to be one of the most beautiful weekends, again, we'll have all year long. This past weekend was just gorgeous. We're going to do it again this coming Saturday and Sunday. And so that indeed is the silver lining to all of this. All right, so recapping, we've got a Severe thunderstorm watch in effect for Houston, Southeast Texas until 8 o'clock this evening. Still monitoring some isolated strong and or severe storms. We'll keep you posted. We'll break in if necessary. If not, if things will settle down as models are suggesting, we'll pare back the weather impact alert for the evening, and then we'll do it all over again tomorrow. And we have a complete live update on KHOU 11 News at 10 o'clock. We'll see you then for the next live broadcast.